Anyways, welcome back, crackheads. If you're new here, I'm Danny. So if you are new here, I talked about my experiences with a very delusional boss I had one time at a Mexican grill.
Embarrassing.
You know exactly which one. I'm not gonna say it for legal purposes. So, if you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link at the end of this video and in the description, but for now, stick around, grab a seat. So I realize it's been a while since I filmed that video and I'm a lot less awkward on camera than I was back then. Let me know if you'd want me to retell that story because I feel like I could tell it a lot better. Otherwise, links in the description and it'll be on the end card at the end of this video. Today I wanted to talk about my crazy customer experiences because Lord knows we got a lot of those. There was some characters, like people who were just checked out, delusional. First offender, Dry Burrito Man. This man comes in several times. This was not one day. This was on a regular basis. Okay, honey? Dry Burrito Man likes his burritos like this. Tortilla, pressed, per usual. No rice, no beans. Definitely no veggies. Double chicken. Wrap that shit up. Huh? I kid you not. So I'm like, you don't want no salsa? No sour cream, nothing. Cheese even? Nothing. It was a cursed image. And mind you, I had to make this man's food on several occasions. Poor food choices aside. And I don't mean poor as in health, I mean like, that's not enjoyable. Like, you might as well eat a saltine with no water. Take a bite out of some drywall. Your mattress, I don't know. It's all the same shit to me. There was another day where he comes in getting the same thing. This time he wants to spice it up a little bit. And I don't mean putting hot sauce. He wanted another scoop of chicken. So I'm like, oh, that's gonna be triple. Is that okay? Because you're gonna get charged. He said, no, I'm not getting anything else. So it should be fine, right? Like, no. Meat is expensive. You gotta pay for it. So I had to tell this man it really doesn't matter that you're not getting anything else because like essentially you're paying for the meat when it comes to getting anything at this Mexican grill. Like that's the main thing that changes the price of the. And he didn't like that. He didn't want to take that answer. So I'm like, max I could give you is like maybe 2 or 3 pieces. You know, I could let that slide. But a full scoop, it's not happening. I'm not getting in trouble for that. Because mind you, our store was already in trouble for over portioning stuff. He got so upset, he walked out. And the funniest part, my favorite part, he looked back to see if I would give a shit. I'm like, oh, that's cute, but no, goodbye. By the time he hit the first table, I was on to the next customer. Like, what was I supposed to do? Please, no, come back. Number 2, I'm gonna talk about a co-worker I had. We're not gonna say his real name for legal purposes. Let's call him Fred. Fred was older. Because I dealt with a lot of bullshit over here, a lot of immaturity from some people. And I'm thinking, oh, finally, an old head is coming in. It's going to be less of that. Little did I know. As I've previously stated, our store was in trouble for over-portioning the meat and other ingredients in people's food. He's cutting the steak, okay? He's chopping it up. And I'm noticing these pieces are thicker than a bug's life. So I try to tell Fred, try and cut them smaller. And mind you, he's been here for about a couple days, a week max. And he goes, oh, well, on the recipe card it says to do this. And I'm like, okay. But our store has an over-portioning problem because people don't seem to understand not to scoop too much. So. And he was like, oh, so why can't people just scoop less? And then at that point I was like, oh, don't even. Cause you be the main one. This man put double chicken, double steak, double whatever the fuck on everybody's bowl. If we had one more employee like him, bankruptcy. Guarantee it by sundown. I don't just mean that location would close, I mean the whole chain is going under. But like he really tried to fight me. Now we're gonna talk about how and people would be acting before we open the store in the morning. Store opens at 10:45. People start showing up around 9:30. And they see that on the door, correct? Or they just choose to ignore it. But they start going like this, they do one of these numbers, and it's like they see you in there and they think that by standing at the door, we're gonna let them in. Like, honey, I have no obligation to do that right now. We ain't open. Like, that's all, that's it. We're not open. We were at a point where we thought there's definitely crack in this food, because why are people showing up so damn early, banging on the door and stuff? People really tried to break the door down at one point. Let's talk about the nastiness, alright? I once witnessed a man pick his nose and wipe it on the glass. True story. And I don't mean the glass door, I mean like the glass that's covering the food. Where people wait in line, loogie right on it. Like, have you no shame? There's napkins right over there. Trash can everywhere. Cameras. You're on candid camera, sir. With your finger, second, third knuckle deep.
You little nasty.
Another time, there's only 2 bathrooms in there, right? Small place. When it's very busy, those 2 bathrooms are not always enough. So, somebody locked the bathroom and left it. Like they locked it from the inside, so we were like, shit, there's only 1 bathroom now. For some reason, the keys were not easy to find at this moment. And then we finally get in there. Someone decided to leave us a gift in the toilet. So, and it was clogged. So that's, I guess that's why they locked the bathroom. So yeah, someone had to deal with that. It wasn't me. That's all I know. It wasn't me. Let's talk about the fact that the heater broke for 2 fucking months. You know what? That's a whole other story. I can't even get into that right now. But all I'm gonna say is, the heater broke for 2 months. It was way too damn hot in there. The thermostat couldn't regulate the temperature in the room. So for 2 months, we were sweating our dicks off. And then we would leave the door open for some fresh air and they'd tell you, oh, health hazard. If the health inspector comes in, like, hun, Big Bertha sweating into the chicken isn't good either. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the customers. Carne asada lady. Oh my goodness. Carne asada lady comes from a special kind of breed, you know? So here we are. It's like maybe 1 p.m. We ran out of carne asada in the pan. Like, there's more to be cooked, but the pan is empty. This woman comes in asking for some carne asada. She wants to try it. It's new at this point, so she's, you know, hyped about it. They tell her, oh, it'll just be like 5 minutes. We gotta cook some for you. She said okay at first. And then about 1 minute and 36 seconds goes by, and she's all like, can you cook it faster? Although the idea of giving you E. coli is very enticing, I don't feel like going to prison today. So, you're going to have to wait the full time. Or I could give you some raw meat disguised as a burnt brick. You have nowhere to be. It's a Saturday afternoon. Look at you. You're in your comfy clothes. You strolled in here with no type of urgency. I know you ain't got nowhere to be. What's the rush? Stay a while. Drink some water. You need it. One more little story about Fred for you, just so you can understand how special this man truly is, okay? Every quarter there's a health inspection. A man with a hat on and some little tablet comes in and goes, that's nasty, that's pristine, that's grimy, you fail. My boss is walking around with this man because that's just protocol, I guess. While this is going on, Fred decides to make the most intelligent, innovative decision to walk up to this health inspector and my boss with something, an appliance that is dirty, and go, I can't seem to get this clean.
What did he say?
Stop the motherfucking music. Are you dumb? Like, this is the health inspector, and you're bringing him a food appliance that you can't seem to get clean. Do you want us to fail? Like, you get a bonus check too. So it's not even like, oh, I don't give a fuck. We get a bonus. You fucking with my money now? It's personal. Your stupidity has come too far. You need to nip it in the bud at the doorway. Moral of the story is, put sauce on your burrito. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And if you want to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe. Follow my socials if you'd like. And I'll see y'all next Friday. Peace.